Hey, welcome back to the podcast, the Evil Dungeon Master Universe Podcast. I am your host, Vince, the Evil Dungeon Master. Hopefully you're doing well. It's a Wednesday here in the week. Ask the DM at theevildm.com is my email address. Theevildm.com is my website. And if it's the first time here, don't forget to follow or subscribe. Hit that like button. And now that that's all out of the way, let's talk a little bit about gaming. You have any games planned for this weekend? I'm curious to know. Drop it in the comments. I got a mini D6 or mini 6 supernatural game happening this weekend. Love to play that. Currently toying with playing a tiny Cthulhu solo play, as I've built a little solo generator out of HTML. This one actually works really well. I've tested it multiple times so far. Gonna run a little solo game with it just so I could see how it works before I release it on my website for people to use. It's pretty good. It's my own solo generator and like a yes no oracle type thing, and the rest of it's just random stuff you could use during the adventure, or a GM could even use it for regular Cthulhu for that matter. Like random books, names, towns, things like that, situation, plot hooks. It's perfect for a GM or a solo player. I'm going to try testing that out and see how that works and put the results up on my website. So today, I want to flip to the Oriental Adventures book, page 135. Let's talk about magical mirrors. There are 4 here that I was looking at, and it drew my eye because they're mirrors and they're magical mirrors, and I figured they fit the same type of talk today. So there is a mirror of curing, a mirror of enlightenment, and a mirror of fear, and a mirror of spirit seeing. Now, the mirror of curing looks like a normal mirror. This item has special therapeutic properties. When the command word is spoken, any creature viewing this mirror receives a benefit of heal spell. This requires the use of 1 charge, and the mirror has 2d4 charges. When all charges are spent, the mirror shatters. Mirror of Enlightenment, this one looks like a normal round mirror. However, when the command word is spoken, the reflection of any creature in front of the mirror is surrounded by a color aura only visible to the person who speaks the command word. This aura reveals the nature of the person reflected, acting as a detect good, evil, detect motivation, and no alignment spell. Only 1 person can be reflected and studied per round. Now, this one had me thinking just a little bit. It says when the command word is spoken, so basically you can reflect this mirror on anybody and speak the command word and then see the aura of the person reflected in the mirror. So say the command word and reflect it to somebody, and then you look at the mirror and you get to see what their motivation or detect motivation, no alignment, what their alignment is, and detect good or evil type thing. So that could be it doesn't say how many charges it has, so I would guess it's a limited amount of charges, but who knows. Mirror of Fear. This looks like identical to the Mirror of Enlightenment. Any creature looking into the mirror sees a hideous and distorted reflection of himself. The viewer must make a saving throw versus spell or flee in panic for 1d6 rounds. If the character is unable to flee, he collapses in a quiver of heap for the duration of the effect. No charges noted on this one as well. Mirror of Spirit Seeing. This round mirror, approximately 1 foot in diameter, looks like all other mirrors. However, all spirit creatures passing in front of it are revealed. The mirror penetrates invisibility, disguise, illusion, polymorph, shape change, revealing true form and the form of the creature. The power of the mirror is constantly in effect. This mirror is favored by prudent homeowners who often place it in a prominent position to observe the door or entry, hopefully to protect from the arrival of evil spirits. So now that we got that out of the way, and we've talked about the items themselves as far as description-wise and noted different ways to maybe possibly use them, let's talk about ways to incorporate them into your campaigns. So you could use them as a treasure hoard item. These could be found in treasure rooms, wizard towers, abandoned mansions as unique magical items, rewarding the players for exploring these areas. Of course, it can be found in something like that. It could be a curse or a trap. One of the mirrors can have a misleading property, such as the mirror of fear, masquerading as a mirror of curing, causing unintended consequences, making the players fear and run away. That'd be kind of funny because if they're running and fleeing, they don't know which direction they're going, and you, as the DM, can just randomly have them go somewhere in this dungeon or house, well away from the party, and they're running in fear. So they're just going to randomly run wherever they can to get away from this. So it's a way you can use it just to screw around. It could be used as a focal point for a cult or a villain. Maybe the villain or the cult can use these mirrors as tools for divination, control, or defense. Destroying or recovering them would disrupt their plans. You could see them trying to focus. Maybe the putting all you can use all the mirrors together, and all the mirrors reflecting in one, and one person standing in the middle, reflecting in all the mirrors at once, and saying some type of magical command word. He could get the power of something, or granted something special, or maybe it could summon something into the world, and that's their ultimate goal. Oh, I like that idea a lot. I just came up with that. It's a plot driven artifact. NPCs might desire these mirrors for their powers, leading to intrigue, theft, or even combat encounters revolving around their use. We'll get into that a little bit later. It could be used as an interactive puzzle element inside of a dungeon. There's all these mirrors on the wall. Maybe the players have to read a riddle and figure out which mirror they have to stand in front and say the command word. Otherwise, they will have negative effects placed on them. That's just some ideas I came up with. Now, individually, I was looking at them. Um, the mirror of curing could be disguised as a regular mirror in the dungeon, requiring players to speak a certain command word to unlock the powers. That one I was thinking about because I wrote maybe this could be in like an area in the dungeon that's quote unquote a safe area, but not really. Maybe it has like a running water and it's kind of closed off, and the players can go in there and characters can go in there and rest, but they don't realize it at first, and they find this dusty old mirror in the back of the cave or the room or whatever, and they have to figure out what it is. Maybe it has like a word on the back and they're not sure what the word means, and they have to try to do it to discover the word. Some various ways I thought about using it. It could also be like a reward. Maybe after doing something special for a noble or some type of NPC that's powerful, they give them this special mirror and they tell them that, take this mirror and go here, or this is a mirror gift and it'll be able to heal you if you need yourself. Just look inside and chant the word, something like that. Enlightenment. I was trying to figure out how to use this one, and I guess the party could use this mirror to detect the motives of NPCs, potentially exposing liars, uncovering plans and stuff like that. It could lead to some good role playing scenarios and some fun stories. Like how are you going to get the mirror of enlightenment to actually reflect upon someone without them realizing? And I guess you could do it over your shoulder and they're in the back or something, and you say the word and you can see. I would like to explore that a little bit with in character game. It could be in a dungeon again. Like I said, the players have to speak a certain word and go to the proper mirror, and maybe a certain person with a certain aura that can only open the door to the next area, and they have to figure out which one that is based off of like a riddle or something. I could see that happening. Uh, the mirror of fear could be used as a defensive mirror inside of a dungeon. Could be maybe in a certain room. They open the door, they see the reflection of themselves. Boom! They get scared. They run. Something like that. It's very minor, but it could work in a sense. You can also place it in a haunted house or a cursed location where players must overcome its fear to proceed. It could be part of a puzzle, forcing them to choose who will suffer its effects to advance. The mirror could be in a town to create havoc, showing residents their terrifying visions of themselves, leading to paranoia, hysteria. Uh, the players could be hired to go into there and remove the mirror from the house that maybe a noble wants to move into. But every time he goes into there, he sees the mirror and he sees his reflection and he gets scared. And everybody that's gone in there, things like that. So the mirror of spirit seeing. I was thinking about this one a little bit more, and I could see using this one as a way to keep watch. Like if you were in a room and you take watches and stuff like that, maybe you can place the mirror in a position so that it covers the door, so that when you're sitting there you could see a spirit or someone invisible or something trying to sneak in. Chances of that happening, of a spirit or something trying to sneak in your room, it really depends on what type of campaign you're playing. But I think that's a good way of use of it for a party. Tell me what you think about these mirrors and how you would use them in your campaign, or if you have used anything like this in your campaign. I'm interested to hear about anyone's story about this. That usually sparks some great conversation in the hobby, and I really like it. With that said, I'm going to head out. Hopefully you have a great day. So keep it original, keep it old school. Good night. God bless, and keep those AD&D fires lit. Good night.